It is a Wales squad pick containing more bombshells than you would expect to find on your average army training ground. But no one can say Warren Gatland's selection is not intriguing. Mark Orders runs the rule over the shock inclusions in the setup for the autumn tests and tries to explain why they won over the New Zealander Sam Cross before last weekend. The chances are that Sam Cross could have stood in an identity parade and the majority of the Welsh public would have failed to put a name to the back rower from Bryn Mawr. He hadn't, after all, played a competitive game of senior rugby for a region. Nor had he completed 80 minutes in the 15-a-side game for 2 years, when he featured for Newport against Llandovery. But Warren Gatland would have been aware of his talent after Cross performances for Wales on the World Series Sevens circuit, which led to his inclusion in the Team GB squad for the 2015 Olympics. Cross won a silver medal in Rio but deserved a gold for his effort on his debut for the Ospreys against Saracens in Barnet last Saturday night. Look up the word sensational in the nearest dictionary and there may just be a picture of Cross in action against the reigning European champions. In attack and defense, he excelled, showing pace, skill and physicality, the holy trinity of qualities Gatland always looks for in players. Heck, he even ruffled the feathers of Lions test man Owen Farrell. All of which was good enough for Wallace head coach, and why wouldn't it have been Adam Beard? Everyone knew the 5-second rouse Wales would pick didn't they? Alan Wynne-Jones, Jake Ball, Luke Charteris, Corey Hill and Seb Davies, know so much for certainty. With one stirring gallop out of defence in the Ospreys Champions Cup game with Saracens, preceding a beauty-delivered pass, Beard would have prompted countless barroom selectors to shout at their TV sets, "Get him in the Wales squad." Of course, Gatland would not have made a decision on one such moment alone. He would also have noticed Beard's impressive defence and the presence the 6 feet 8 inches youngster brings at line-out time. World Cup planning starts here and the 21-year-old Beard should be hitting his straps nicely come 2019. Charteris, as valued as he is by Gatland, will be 36 come the next Global Bash. It would not have been an easy decision, but tough calls are what Gatland does best. Lion Brown during a gym session. Image Hugh Evans picture agency. Not a bombshell, this one, more a close call which could easily have gone another way. Wales were looking for a third tight head to join Samson Lee and Thomas Francis, and Dylan Lewis had been looking set for that role in the summer, touring the Southern Hemisphere with Robin McBride's squad. When he picked up a bump for Cardiff Blues, his teammate Kieran Asirati stepped up and showed considerable promise. But over at Dragons, the 6 feet 3 inches, 19 stone 11 pounds Brown had been starting regularly and delivering consistently. He is a man-mountain. Indeed, when he assembles at the Vale of Glamorgan, Gatland may consider adapting a line from the late, great Bill Shankly, who said to journalists as he showed off his new signing Ron Yates, "Take a walk around my centre-half, gentlemen, hes a colossus." At 20, Brown could be around for a decade. It's with an eye to the future that he has been included. Josh Navidi of Cardiff Blues is tackled by Leon Brown and James Benjamin of Dragons. Image Hugh Evans picture agency. There will be many who will be tempted to raise a glass to Navidi's inclusion in this squad. He is 27 before the year is out yet has only 3 caps to his name, despite performing consistently well at regional level for Cardiff Blues. Such a tally really doesn't adequately reflect his efforts over the years. A couple of seasons ago a study was done of number 8s throughout Europe. Navidi was found to average 13.5 tackles a game to put him top of the list in defense, and had a low error count. He can also play at flanker, which makes him of extra value to Warren Gatland. Even so, his infrequent test appearances led some to conclude it wouldn't happen for him this time. But form has been rewarded, and rightly so. Join Shane Williams and Liburn for brilliant live rugby. Elliot D scores for the Dragons. Image Hugh Evans picture agency. Another form pick, but one that will have led to the odd raised eyebrow considering that Ryan Elias, Scott Baldwin and Sam Parry have been left out. A lack of rugby has blighted the campaigns of Elias and Baldwin, while Parry only returned to his best last weekend. By contrast, D has been hot all season. He isn't afraid of the physical stuff but also handles well and gets around the field, a hooker for the modern game. Owen Williams. Gloucester's Owen Williams. It was assumed Wales weren't exactly sold on Williams given that he has previously had just 9 minutes of test action, all of which came on tour last summer. A slow burn start to the season, not helped by injury, cast further doubt on whether the former Scarlet would be picked. But the changed rules on Wales selection suddenly opened the door for him. Does the Gloucester player have what it takes to fill the second playmaker role Owen Farrell featured in for the Lions against New Zealand? This is his chance to convince Gatland and Rob Halley. Hadley Park's image Hugh Evans' agency Parks apparently becomes available to Wales on December 2nd, the day they play South Africa, so in he goes. Many Scarlets fans will applaud his inclusion. They have witnessed at close quarters over the last 3 years his ability to organise and his reassuring presence at the heart of the region's backline. Dangers tend to be headed off before they reach crisis point with Parks around because of his ability to anticipate and read play. But he can game break too, as he showed when setting up a try against the Ospreys recently, and truck it up if necessary. Indeed, not many tractors could have rumbled forward as effectively as Parks did when carrying out of defence on one occasion against Bath last weekend. Some thought he would have to wait until the Six Nations for his chance. But he is the glue in the Scarlets' backline, and a test team can never have too much of the adhesive stuff. Owen Watkin scores a try against Saracens barely 3 weeks ago. Watkin was playing for Bridgend in the Principality Premiership, with his chances of a Wales call roughly in the same ballpark of Elvis being picked on the wing and Lord Lucan getting the nod at back. But performances at the highest level in Europe matter more to the Wales selectors than anything else at this time of year, and Watkin propelled himself into contention with excellent displays for the Ospreys against Clermont Auvergne and Saracens. He is big and powerful, but skillful with it, as shown by his ability to push his arms through tackles and send out passes. He can also distribute in a more conventional way, runs hard and is no weak link in defence. Scott Williams and Jamie Roberts had been expected to get the nod. But a bold shout has seen Watkin picked. He has the talent to deliver. Alex Cuthbert celebrates scoring Wales' first try against Tonga in the summer. Getty Images. Wales were looking for a big wing to add balance to their back three options after George North withdrew through injury. That ruled out Keelan Giles, but there were more than a few who advanced the claims of Tom James and Aled Brew. But Cuthbert impressed on Wallace Summer Tour before succumbing to injury, and in the past he has delivered for Gatland. His inclusion will not prompt open mouths around the country, but there are some decent players he has got the nod over, and he will want to repay the faith.